Hello, you beautiful internet you, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Careful Cantrip, where a group of friends from coast to coast do their absolute best to get lost in dungeons and run away from dragons. As always, I am your host and ever-loving universe DM Dave, and these warriors of the dice beside me are my players. Guys, you already know what to do. Show that damn love to the trippers, would you?
Oh, hi.
Hello!
I know what to do. Let me just grab my 7 inches of hard wood.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
We just started.
I measured it.
Fire him.
And that is 7 inches that anyone would want to blow, Ollie. And that's how that goes. What? What? I'm talking about.
Christian
it's
Minecraft
fine.
server.
It's fine. It's a Christian Minecraft server. First and foremost, guys, thank you so much for the hype train. Shout out to our friend B-Town, Cross the Stream, and GF Powers for the big ol' 100 biddies of yours. And B-Town dropping a grand on us, buddy. You are insane. Thank you so much. GF Powers for the 9 months at a tier 1. Thank you so much, my friend. We must have a stream baby as well. Oh, we also have Big Tilly, our friends over at Hops and Dragons. If you're not already following them and subscribe to them, you should go do that because it's good for your health. Has also joined us for a 9-month stream baby. Tilly, I will allow you to do the honors to go ahead and name that stream baby for us. With that said, couple quick things before we get started for the evening tonight. Our wonderful sponsor for the evening is the one and only World Anvil. Thank you so much for that. Guys over at World Anvil, we wanted to show you a little short snippet of what we can do with the wonderful World Anvil things. And we present to you Careful Creations, as we did last week. Last week, the fateful D8 summoned Jess to the podium. And so we will be moving over there shortly to see exactly what her spell she created was. Hold on. Where's the thing? Is this the right one? Oh, right. Chat, I also need you to roll D20 for me.
Mm-hmm. You're rolling for? What is chat rolling for?
Chat is rolling for the ridiculous voice to which Jess needs to do this in.
Oh my god.
A 3.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the wonderful and talented Eli, aka Jess. Jess, go ahead and take it away.
What's the voice I'm doing?
Oh, the voice you are doing is musical theater.
Ah!
Oh! Nice. Okay, ready? Fusicus gludicus. Choose 2 creatures within range that you can see. Both parties must make a wisdom saving throw or be magically fused at the buttocks. At the beginning of each of their turns, if either target wishes to move, they must make a strength saving throw. On a fail, both parties fall prone. On a success, they may proceed at half speed. The parties can use a reaction or a bonus action to agree to move in a direction at half speed. At the end of each of their turns, the targets can make a wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends. The spell was invented by 2 dastardly wizards, Durdicus Pollicus and Tilius Maximus, who, so disturbed by the prospect of ever being parted, fused their own buttocks together for 96 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Give it up for that. Come on. Absolutely incredible. Well done, Jess.
You all.
That
I hate
was
all of you.
magical.
Well, thank you
so good.
again to World Anvil. And don't forget to use the code Careful Cantrip at checkout to receive 40% off any 12-month subscription. And with that said, first and foremost, I need chat. Oh, no, I do the D8. That's what I do. Okay, let's find out who will be going next week. Who will be creating the wonderful assignment. And that is going to be a 1. Our lovely Raina Ray is going to be the next victim. I mean, volunteer for our World Anvil stuff.
Yeah.
Voluntold. That's exactly how it goes. But with that said,
Okay.
let's go ahead and turn that over to our wonderful CC CEO for another word from tonight's sponsors.
It's me again, everyone. You know what that means. Mithril Armory sketch dice. Look at that. These are our beautiful giveaway tonight. Thank you to Mithril Armory for that. If you want to be entered, enter #dice into the chat. You also have to be following us. Those are the only 2 conditions. Pretty cool. And all you need to do is take these beautiful colored markers and color in these blank dice that they come with. It's so cool. You know you want them. And if you don't win, it's okay, because you can go to mithrilarmory.com and you can look at all the other cool stuff they have. They have t-shirts, mugs, fancy dice. And then using the code careful, just careful, you could get 10% off the full cart, your full cart purchase. I think that's it for me, but I think we should also mention something about Swiss Dave. He's not here tonight.
Oh, yeah, that guy. The
Swiss
other Dave.
is
Right.
just a little bit under the weather, so unfortunately he won't be here with us tonight. That's why you're seeing a blank screen below us. Okay.
Feel better, Swiss.
Yeah.
Feel better.
Send him
Love
healing
you.
vibes. He's okay though. He's okay, but still
He's
under the
literally
weather.
under the weather. He got locked outside, so whatever weather comes his way.
I think this is just a cop-out to make sure that I don't kill his character in the last couple episodes. I think he's just
Yes.
gonna, he's gonna be around like one more time before the end, just so he can make sure that one character survives.
Absolutely.
We do have one other special announcement for this evening that no one else knows of, but everybody knows of. This Thursday, April 14th, is a very, very special day for not only all of us over at Careful Cantrip, but particularly myself. My lovely, wonderful, talented, and beautiful fiance is turning an age that I shouldn't say on stream because that's not
Wow.
what you do. So, if I can get some Alara hearts in chat to wish the lovely and wonderful Raina Ray a happy birthday, it would be very much appreciated.
Thanks, guys.
Ray, you survived another
Should we
year.
sing?
No.
We can do this.
I tried to sing happy birthday to Bobby and everyone yelled at me.
It's not copyright anymore. There's no copyright.
It
on
is in Canada. Canada, it has a
What?
thing. Yeah,
We looked it
Yeah.
up.
yeah,
I
we
thought
looked
it was
it
just
up.
a folk song. I
Everything's
didn't
worse
know
in
it had
Canada.
it.
Wait, what if Rob's? What if the
Appointed
two
to-
Americans sing it?
Yeah, you guys
Sing
sing
it in
it.
ASL, I think
You
that's
guys
allowed,
sing
right?
it, and we'll just say it. How about that?
Okay. No.
No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday to you, lovely, talented, awesome, amazing Raina Ray. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay! We did it.
Yay.
FUFCC. Now, am I not supposed to
Can I
say that?
bleep that one out?
Is that copyrighted too? Dear Lord.
Only in
Yeah,
Canada.
I don't know.
With that said, without any further ado, players, are you ready?
Yeah.
We are.
And trippers, are you ready? That's gross. Trippers, clear your damn throat before you
you
talk. Come
drool?
on.
Did you drool?
Did he drool? Someone clip that. Clip that. We'll make it into a GIF, I promise. All right, enough of these shenanigans. Without any further ado, why don't we go ahead and jump into tonight's episode? And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do the countdown for me, Jess. It's gonna throw my.
Sorry.
It's gonna mess with my
I just
cheese.
wanted to be included.
Jess, you are always included, my dear. Okay, hold on. Let me just pull up the notes that I pretend to write every week. Okay, perfect. There we go. So, when we last left our heroes, the night fell upon the calm city of Trellis as our parties bedded down for the evening. Everyone seemed to have a restful slumber, all but Alara, as a strange vision crossed her mind. One that allowed her insight not only into her companions, but anyone that she meets. The vision now blessing her with the ability to read anyone's mind. If they were too weak-willed to succumb to her abilities. The rest of the evening was just fine. Other than Ash, who needed to get away for a brief moment to escape from this madness that he seemed to have walked in on, questioning whether or not he was part of the group or not. The next morning he awoke with the sun beating down upon it, the holy flames flickering, heating the world around him. And so he took a little bit of time to do a bit of scrying on the people back home in Malshur. There he saw many of his other druidic tribe mates, including his family, and was reminded just how important life and the mission that he has set forth for himself is. Returning back to his friends, they all met that morning inside of the mess hall. In one of the merchant barons excavated
Renovated?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Everybody left. That's what I'm trying to say. I can use words sometimes.
Oh,
Can't-
evacuated.
Evacuated.
I
That's the word I was looking for.
Abandoned.
Yeah, that was the one. The merchant baron's evacuated mansion. There they met with Lady Vander, who reminded them of the speech that each of them would need to give for the evening, telling them that how important it was to rally the troops in times of need, to build morale amongst the people for the battle that was yet to come. Leaving the mess hall, the party made their way back down to a familiar shop. A shop called Pawn Stars. There they spoke with Trader Rick once again, inquiring about the strange journal that they had seen long ago, the Paradoxes of Time. Now realizing that as Racilian's personal journal, the party bartered and trade for some time, using what funds they had left as well as a few magical items. Lara was able to obtain the journal, hoping that it might have some answers within it on how to defeat her once mentor. As they left the shop, they began to make their way towards the main roads of Trellis, only to see a massive crowd like that of a large river barreling down towards the town hall. Hopping in to the metaphorical river, the party made their way to the town hall proper. As they entered, they met the likes of the council members of Trellis, Birdie, Bobicus, Sangorn. And as more of the town's people approached and congregated upon the town square, the party made their speeches. each of them taking the time to relate all of the things they had been through over the course of their adventure on Qatar. As they spoke, the crowd listened with bated breath. And as they finished, they no longer saw the citizens of Trellis waiting before them, but an army of freedom willing to fight against the evil that lay forth. As they left the podium proper, returning back to the innards of the town hall, the party decided to make a few calls prior to the festivities of the evening. First doing a bit of scrying on an old friend to see where he was, the wizard known as Gray. And as Alara went into her usual state of divination, as her eyes covered over in a whitish hue, they saw their dear friend riding a large brass dragon over top many minions down below of undead creatures, awaiting the party at Thul's tomb. And so, our story continues. Alara, your mind's eye reels back from the scene in front of you, in an instant traveling hundreds of miles, and finding itself back inside your body once more. Alara breathes in a deep breath, with her eyes closed as she opens them again. They seem to have returned to their beautiful blue state.
Eli, you look grossed out. Did I do something weird? Did I do something weird?
This really creeps me out when you do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't really control it.
It's okay.
Yeah,
What'd
sorry.
you see?
Well, little concerning. I don't know what to make of it. I think maybe I should call Gray, but the good news is Gray's okay. Bad news is Gray looked really happy riding a bronze dragon over a bunch of undead.
Did he look like he was fighting them, or?
Or
Oh,
about to?
no.
Oh, well, maybe he escaped. He's not going to take on a horde of undead all by himself. Dragon or no dragon.
I mean,
Well,
to be fair, we don't know him that well.
Yeah, I guess. But didn't he talk all that smack about time magic and blah, blah, blah? Maybe he's working with Rhea.
maybe. He did say that. He did tell me not to practice time magic. So he really didn't like it.
What if you call him and see if he lies about what he's doing?
Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
feeling really insightful today. So I think it will work. Okay.
I like that strategy.
Okay,
Is it
okay,
shown?
okay. What should I say? What should I say? I don't want to like give it all away, you know? I don't want to be like, hey, it's Alara. Are you fucking us over? Like, you know, so what should I say specifically?
Just
I would say,
Oh, go ahead,
Go
Lucy.
ahead.
No.
I would
go.
just ask if he's okay. Where is
He's
he?
okay? Where is he?
What is he doing?
What is he doing?
Those three things. As long as you get those three out.
Okay. Where is he? What is he doing?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because we know where he is and what he's doing. So if he lies, it's even if you can't be as insightful as maybe you think you are right now.
Okay. Okay. So I will then wave my hand and cast sending. Hi, it's Alara. We lost touch. Wondering, are you okay? Where are you? What's up? How's life? I forget the last one.
What are you doing?
I forget the last one. Wait,
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
what are you? What are you? What's the last thing you said?
What are you? What are you?
Who do you think?
Don't.
A few moments pass before you get a response. I'm sorry, I don't know anyone by the name of Alara.
I'll use my insight.
Okay.
If I
go
can.
ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Okay.
New phone,
Oh
who
my
dis?
Is he gaslighting
13. I've
Brainwashed.
That could mean a lot of things, man.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17.
17. As you close your eyes and begin to focus on the Grey Wizard, now knowing exactly where he is, you search his mind's eye the best that you can. Can't find you anywhere.
you?
So,
Did you tell him?
Sorry?
your name?
so he,
Motherfucker
I
got
can't find.
brainwashed.
Oh, like he
You've
can't.
been erased.
Okay. Fuck.
As you continue
Okay.
to search through his mind, his time in Trellis, his time with the wards of Defiance, and his party beforehand, the Defiant Grain, it seems his mind has been completely wiped of his entire past.
Fucker. Brazilian, that piece of shit.
So, concerning. I think, I think Racilian got to him. He doesn't know who I am. And I really took a second to look into his mind because I don't know. Today I had a weird dream. I woke up. I can kind of read minds sometimes today. And he really
Just gonna
doesn't.
brush past that. Yeah.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm. He really. Feel free to question me about it if you want, but I'm just going to keep talking through it. So, yeah, so I don't know. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't remember his time in Trellis. He doesn't know me.
You should call
It's-
Quinn right away.
Maybe they bludgeoned his
I
head
agree.
and he just got amnesia
He's-
or something.
He's got a lot of resources. He's got all those creatures. Remember that one thing that came at us in that tower and knocked me out in one go?
Yeah,
Flattened me
almost,
like a pancake.
almost killed some of us.
Yeah.
Almost killed Lucy.
And not to sound indelicate, but Quinn was a pretty good fighter. She was a good leader. Should be nice to have. And I think knowing that her friend may be in an awkward situation might get her to join us.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Let her
so, I'll cast message again to Quinn this time. Hi, it's Alara. Good news, found Gray. Bad news, memory wiped, might be evil. He's riding a bronze dragon near Thul's tomb. Lots of undead.
That was really good.
That was,
By the way.
that was one of my best.
You nailed that one.
Yeah,
You'd even say love you or anything. It's
I know.
impressive. You're getting better.
Stay focused this time.
A few moments pass before you get one word response. Where?
Well, she said where, but I'm pretty sure I included that in my message.
Yeah.
She might not know where
Near
Thul's tomb
Thul's
is.
Just
Oh.
try to be as specific as you can.
Where's Thul's tomb again? Can somebody
We
remind
could
me?
say maybe we have her meet us at the monastery. We could pick her up. Probably be quicker for her.
Yeah,
Okay.
wouldn't want her just to show up there before everybody else and have no
Yeah.
reinforcements with her.
I only have one more sending spell, so it has to be good. That means I can't call Rhea. But I could scry on Rhea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's more important to get Quinn.
She asked a question specifically. I think we need her.
We'll have
Okay.
another day to check in on Rhea.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
So-
you can get her back here or to a place to where we can meet, and that she knows that's a meeting place.
Well, we would likely won't be in Trellis much longer. I think We've
Right.
done most of what we came here to do. So I think the
Yeah.
best bet is to have her go and meet us at the monastery. So tell her that we'll be going to the monastery.
Okay.
We'll pick her up and she can come with us.
She asked where he is too, though, so maybe we should tell her both.
Okay. She'll know what's best, either to regroup.
Right.
But I feel like Quinn might just go and try and stab him herself. So I don't know. But maybe we shouldn't control her. She seems pretty powerful. She probably knows what's best for her. Right?
Trust your judgment.
Me too.
So my judgment is we're not going to tell her. We're just gonna tell her to meet us at the monastery. But we're also gonna tell her, hey, I'm gonna say, hi, it's me again, responding to your message. No, I haven't started it yet.
Well, why don't you just repeat the information that you gave her? Just say Thul's Tomb. Heading to Thul's Tomb. She already told her that. If she doesn't know what to do with that, and say meet us at the monastery.
And if you can, let her know that Birdie and them are also joining us.
Okay.
So it'd be best if we group, if you can, to put all that in.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Okay. I'll cast sending to Quinn. Hi, it's Alara again. Again? Thul's Tomb. What I said before. Can you meet us at the monastery? Birdie and Peeps will be there too.
Again, a few moments pass. A few more this time. You wait for a while, but receive no response.
Okay, so, also concerning, she didn't respond. Maybe I was a little too sassy with that. I already told you where. You're wasting my spell slots. But, you know.
No, she's just making moves. We can't control what she does from here on out.
We'll either see her in the monastery or we won't.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's more than one monastery, so will she even know which one to go to?
Well, she's really good at asking follow-up questions.
Yeah, if
so-
she was planning on going to one specifically, she would have responded. So that leads me to believe that maybe she might be on her way north. Hopefully we can get there before she does.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I scry on Rhea or just leave it? We should leave it.
Probably best not to show our hand.
I mean, she can't really, she can't
won't
see
know.
when she wouldn't know, yeah.
I don't know. We don't know what she can do.
Well, if the horde is on its way, maybe we can see if she's making any preparations herself.
That's true too.
I mean, why not?
Well, actually, let me just see if I can. Oh, yeah, I have one more. Just burning through the spell slots. Can't wait for that ambush at the feast. Let's take down the wizard while we can. Yeah, I can scry one more time today.
Trust your judgment.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Pablo makes a good point.
All right. It can't hurt,
Yeah.
right? Okay. All right. Eli, my eyes are gonna do weird things again. So either just like look away or I don't know, look down or something. Don't
I'll be all
watch.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And Alara will like put her hand on Lucy's shoulder and then she'll cast her scry spell and then I guess her eyes will just go white.
Lucy will notice that she needs to push her cuticles back.
Oh my god.
So tempted to give inspiration at times like these. As your mind leaves your body once more, floating up to the heavens and off into the distance, the vision reels as you follow along a familiar mountain range. From a bird's eye view, you stop just above a familiar outpost. And as your consciousness dives down into the ground below, you find yourself once again inside of the control room in the City of Gold. Not an easy sight for you to see, as it seems very rushed and a sense of urgency as Rhea commands people left and right. A number of individuals, including quite a few of the Denisas, standing guard, now wearing a heavy set armor, along with a number of weapons in their hands.
Okay, so it looks like she's preparing all her people to go to war. She's yelling a bunch of commands, and they've all got armor on and stuff. So
Well,
I
that's
guess
good or bad.
Let's just
We don't
hope she's
know.
fighting on our side, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess she knows about the undead. She's going to Thul's tomb because she wants Thul's power, right?
So
So
is she
she-
there for Thule, or is she there to
Well-
attack the undead?
According
Could be
to
both.
her, she's there to stop Rasilian from waking Thule. That's all she told us. The rest, we heard secondhand.
Yeah, but
Sure.
I went to the end of time. I literally saw the silence. There was a little rip in the universe. In the universe, there's a rip that caused it, just like Rasilian said. I don't think that happens from resetting time. Time wasn't reset at that point.
Is it at all possible that that was just a place that Rasilian took you to as far as like maybe an illusion to try to convince you that he's right?
Ooh.
That's like asking is anything an illusion? I don't know. It was in front of me. It felt real. I almost
think-
died there.
Not gonna know till we get there.
Yeah, whether or not, I think it's irrelevant. The smart play here, we know that Rasilian and Rhea are fighting on opposite sides. If we can get Rhea to attack them first, at the very least, it'll weaken their numbers. Then if Rhea tries anything, she'll be in. Her forces will at least have been weakened to some extent, I'm sure, or vice versa with Rasilian. So if we can get them to engage a battle first before we go in, helps us either way. I'd prefer actual soldiers of Rhea's to fight rather than, the citizens of Trellis.
Okay.
I agree.
We need to get there.
Well, after here, we need to go to the monastery and pick up my monks. They should be able to aid.
Mhm. Okay. So are we ready to leave in the morning?
You should be.
Okay.
Let's-
Keep
what
the
we need to
drinking
do here.
relatively light.
Let's
Tonight.
try to enjoy tonight.
Yeah, it might be our last time for a long time.
One last hoorah for the big fight.
Yeah, let's not think about that right now. Let's think about what is everyone going to wear tonight?
What I'm wearing right now.
Well, Miss Vander said that we need to make sure that we're cleaned up and that we look good.
You don't want to upset my mother, Pavo.
Clean.
Okay. Wow.
Where are you guys going to get cleaned up?
Are we staying somewhere? Yeah.
Back to the
Back to the mansion.
Yeah. They might have facilities on the ship.
I'm sure Betsy can round us up some decent clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't call her though. I'm tapped.
We'll just go
Do it the
walk
old-fashioned
and talk
way.
to her.
And go to her.
Oh, the old-fashioned way.
As you leave the town hall, you walk past a number of citizens, still standing out front, mostly in groups, conversing. None of them bother you too much, other than giving nods of approval. Thumbs up, in occasion. You continue upward the cliff tops towards one of the many mansions, standing atop the cliffside. As you make your way towards the mansion to which the people of Boku seem to have taken residence in, you see a number of people coming in and out, seemingly carrying cloths and crates of cargo, a number of baskets filled with vegetables, meats of all types. As you enter into the mansion proper, you see a familiar face of Betsa, seemingly coordinating the entire efforts. No, not over there, you idiot! Go to the back! Hey, you can't find good help these days. Ah! If it isn't the lovely lasses. How'd everything go?
I think it went well, given the circumstances. How are the preparations going?
Hectic as always, but it's the first time I've felt at home in a while. If that makes any sense.
Hopefully you take a little comfort in that.
Aye. But your mother has given me strict instructions, as she typically does, to stop everything upon your arrival. For she wants to make sure that the wards of Defiance are spick and span for tonight's evening.
Well, you did a good job last time, so I trust
Yeah.
you, Betsa.
Aye. Unfortunately, our friend Rollo will not be with us. He didn't... Well... He won't be joining us this evening.
I'm sorry, but
Unfortunate.
A sad day, so it'll be I who dresses you all tonight. I hope
Just
you
gives
boys
Betsa
don't
a
mind.
hug.
I don't mind. I'm not that good at dressing myself.
Aye, and you're a quite different boy than I saw last time.
Right? Yeah. This is all kind of a new experience for me, and I think bathing is something that I should be doing now as well.
I wasn't going to say anything, but... Yes. Yes, you should.
That's quite the smell.
It's good friends for you. Won't even tell you when you stink. But, as friends to all of you, you all stink.
oh,
Baths
Sorry.
first and foremost to all of you. And then we'll get you some threads. Yeah?
Sounds good.
sounds good.
Alright, away you go. There's some common rooms in the back. You can shower there. And he looks directly at Lucy and Alara. Separate rooms.
That's
Yeah.
the thought.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Off you go.
Whoa.
Make our way to the rooms.
Yep.
Following a few corridors, winding through the large mansion, you eventually find an area that seems accommodating for bathing. Split on either side of the rooms, one for men, one for women. As each of you make your way to your segregated rooms, you find a beautiful bathhouse for each. It reminds you of the hot springs in Hansor.
Hey, Trix. I'm assuming
Yeah?
you're in the same room as me. Okay. Just wondering. Are you scared?
I mean, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little.
Do you
But
have
I feel like
family?
I'm used to this living one day to the next, not knowing what's gonna happen type of situation. So I guess I'm a little more practiced at it, but you never get too used to it, I guess.
No. Do you have family or people back home?
No, not that I know of.
Hmm.
I don't know. Don't know who my parents are. And don't know where they are.
You don't know who your parents are? What?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. So you just grew up by yourself?
Yeah, just from place to place, finding whoever I could to help me out.
Huh. Well, I'm glad you found us because now you have a family with us. So I guess in that way, even though it's super scary, you're with your family.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I do appreciate that. How are you feeling?
I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot. But the me that I met seems to think that we have the best chance. So that makes me feel a little better. But I don't know. I feel like we're missing something.
I feel like we're missing something. Something we need to do, you mean?
I don't know. I feel like something isn't right. That's all. I mean, we are going into a giant battle, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I've never been in a war. This is kind of crazy.
It is. It is kind of crazy. I know. I don't know. I guess there's nothing we can do but just, keep hope for the best. Keep our minds in check. So everything else will work better.
Yeah. Yeah. We should just focus on tonight.
Oh, yes. I'm ready to party.
Yeah. Are you going to dance with anyone?
I don't know. We'll have to see. It's going to be a game time decision.
Do you want to dance with anyone? I was
I'm
just
not really
talking,
much of a dancer.
I was talking to Eli about this. I could totally be a wingman.
Be a wingman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You're not much of a dancer. The last time I remember you were dancing with Ollie. You were doing so good.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, well, probably had a few drinks in me. Get me going.
Well, we could do that again.
Better.
If you want.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Okay, we'll find you someone to dance with then. You just look at me, you give me the look, and then I'll get in there.
Perfect.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in this men's spa house.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Jesus, Ollie. You could knock someone out with that thing.
Oh God.
You know, I like my maces.
As Lucy kind of like turns a little bit in shame.
Before I jumped into the basin, I set up wherever there's like a little water basin or sink or something rather. I put Fidget beside it, and I was like, Fidget, I don't know if you bathe or anything, but here, treat yourself.
Fidget, unsure of exactly what to do, kind of just pops up onto the side and begins to circle around the small water basin.
We're doing some laps. All right. And then I jumped in with the cannonball.
Hello, Raiders.
Hey,
Hey, guys.
Raiders.
Hello.
Oh, this may be the
Is
last
it-
time we get to relax for a while.
Is it a shower or a bath or both?
The bathhouse.
It's a bathhouse.
bathhouse,
So it's
okay.
basically like, a large room.
Bathtub with friends.
Yeah, a circular large basin filled with a very warm, steamy water. So it, you see on the sides there are a number of rags and towels that are hung up, ready to be used.
Okay.
This just sounds like a cesspool of germs.
Oh, it is.
That's how we do around here. I mean, wait.
So do you guys
Eli,
feel ready for the upcoming battle?
You guys quiet.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that. It's just kind of like totally
Almost.
relaxing in the.
I almost feel as if I've been training my whole life for this.
Have you all
Oh,
done
what? Like
uh,
6 years of it? How old are you again, Pavo?
But have you guys looked into your auras a bit more and discovered anything? Maybe with the information I gave you. Although Pablo, I'm not sure I've had a chance to examine you a bit more.
I don't believe so. I mean, you were able to enhance my wings, so I'm very grateful for that. But as far as my aura, no, I don't believe so.
If you want to
let me-
inspect Pavo,
Now would be the
he
time.
is naked. It is the time.
Let me take a closer look at this aura of yours, and I'll just hover a hand around him.
Male bonding in the shower. This is great.
I just kind of like
Let's not
get
talk
through the
about
water.
bonding in the shower, please. Come on, guys. Christian Minecraft channel.
Butts to butts.
I will mute you, Trix. I will mute you till the day is long. Ollie, as you begin to wave your hands in front of Pavo, concentrating, focusing, calling forth powers of Gibble, you open your eyes again to see a familiar red aura surrounding Pavo. A large flame-like silhouette spreading out from behind him. As you continue to focus, you begin to get a sense of the sword to which Pavo yields. God damn it, Trix. God.
I thought you were talking, slow so that way you could choose your words carefully, but
I have to with people like you around, dear Lord.
Okay.
You see the shimmering edge of the blade. As it shines brightly, but not in Pavo's hands. Within him. With that, the flames start to die down a little bit around. As you begin to focus again on the room and your surroundings.
And I think the secret to your aura lies somehow with your sword. But I think you need to make more of a internal bond with it.
How so?
I'm not sure. I just sense some sort of connection between it and your abilities.
Well, you could try stabbing yourself. As
I
Lucy
was
kind of
just-
stretches back in the, in the path.
I'm not sure about that. There's nothing to. It seems risky to do that. If you want to, which I'm not saying you should. Like, I'll stand by, but I cannot recommend that. It's a bad idea. But I think maybe you can communicate with the sword.
Why don't you meditate on it?
Maybe tonight.
Whatever it is. Yeah, because whatever it is, the key is with the sword. I know that for sure. What that is per se is, I don't know. I think that's for you to discover.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate that, and I do not plan, looking at Lucy, of stabbing myself to find out.
Good call.
Just a suggestion.
4 to
Works for
5
me.
clerics recommend not stabbing yourself.
Well, unfortunately, Eli, that was kind of forced upon you.
Yeah.
Well, Ollie, I could use a closer inspection. And he stands up in the bath, walks over, and hands him a brush.
Please laugh and walk away.
Just between the
Ah.
shoulder blades there.
Okay, and I'll do it. Is
A
this
little lower.
is this what you've discovered from your aura that you
Oh,
need?
yeah. Mm-hmm. I think this will help me unlock my power.
Is there anything around that I can throw at him?
There's plenty of water.
All right, I'll give him like a solid splash for being a piece of shit.
All right.
How's that? Did that hit the spot?
I was specifically keeping my hair out of the water, Eli.
Well, sucks to suck.
How you feeling, by the way? Been a little quiet lately.
Try not to think about it too much.
Could
Just
be
happy
for the
to be back
best.
around my parents.
Sure.
Yeah.
Insight check.
What about you? Oh yeah. Okay.
Can I?
Lucy,
Yeah,
go
I
ahead
mean,
and
he
make an
has-
insight check.
He's happy.
Do I need to roll deception?
Do deception if you want. I did roll an 18 though.
Okay. Is it
Which
mathematically
brings the total
possible for me to
to-
beat you?
Well, my insight isn't like as good as my deception. It's +4, so 22.
12. I rolled a 6.
Lucy, as you continue to focus on Eli, now trying to break away from the shenanigans, you sense a overwhelming sense of dread and a bit of sadness.
Eli, you know, there's nothing to worry about, right? After
I
all, like
mean-
everyone keeps saying, y'all got me this time. He stretches again.
Yeah. They do keep saying that.
Everybody handles, facing battle differently.
Sure.
I'm just afraid what's going to become of everybody else. My parents, my sister, if we fail.
Naturally. But I guess you just got to remember that we're fighting for them. And everyone else's sisters, parents, children.
I mean, I got no plans backing down.
Good. And he will splash you back.
Can I hit 6 spike on him? Spike, go mess with his hair.
As you look around the room looking for Spike, you take notice of him over at the small water basin that Ollie set up for Fidget. He seems to be peering over the side, occasionally pushing the butt of the small caterpillar to move it forward.
If he looks like he's having a good time, I won't bother him.
As you call his name, he turns over.
Come here.
He hops down and comes over to you, kind of waddling a little bit.
Lucille lay back and put a rag over his eyes and just kind of like.
Why don't you go mess with his hair
Totally
a little
relaxed.
bit, eh? Really furry it up, you know? Quietly.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for Spike.
I don't have stats for Spike.
You should.
I don't.
Okay,
Guess it's a +0 then.
take half
Okay, I
of your
can just-
take half of your skills.
Okay. That is going to be a 10.
10. As he disappears from your view for a second, seemingly vanishing off to behind, closer to the walls. You catch him out of the corner of his eye, out of the corner of your eye, as he seems to slowly sneak up on Lucy.
Eli will chuckle, lean back, and relax.
Lucy, as you sit there with the towel over your face, you feel a strange smothering coming over top of your face as your hair wildly begins to get ruffled.
You son of a... Oh, he opens his... Or takes the rag off his eyes. And he casts shape water.
As you attempt to pull the rag off of your face, you feel a furry buttocks. As you now realize that Spike has now wrapped himself around your face in order to do this. You feel his tail now slightly curling around the back of your neck for stability.
In that case, Lucy's kind of wildly, like, trying to shake himself off. Just running naked. Just... Everything's flopping in the wind.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
Just, like,
dexterity
running around.
saving throw with disadvantage.
Sure thing. 14. And a nat 20. That's actually not bad still. That would be a 16.
16. As you get out of the water, you almost slip on the wet ground around you. But as you continue to flail about, the rest of you hear as in between Lucy's cursing, looking over, you can now see as he seems to have moved on to just Lucy's neck at this point, the cloth now off of his face, as Lucy continues to swear, running around the small water basin.
Take it easy, Lucy. It's just a monkey. Come on.
There will be hell to
monkey.
pay, Eli.
Yeah. He'll relax.
I'll have to think up a good prank.
Keep in mind, I got a jar of farts.
Please don't use that in here.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Not right now.
At this point, you're properly bathed.
I'll just head out.
Fling my feathers and just try to dry off my flickering my wings and everything.
Oh yeah, no. Pavo immediately turns into the equivalent of Big Bird with giant, poofed out down feathers. As the rest of you begin to collect your belongings, you re-robe the best that you can after toweling off. Lucy, as you continue to put your robes on, you do notice a number of your jewelry now missing. As you watch Eli and Spike make their way out of the room, Eli walking through the doorway as Spike turns back and gives a bit of a strange before he leaves the room behind Eli.
Chases after him. That's my family sigil, you son of a...
I think it looks better on him.
As you all meet out in the corridor once more, finding all of your friends together, you hear the familiar voice of Betsa ring out in your ears. All right, when you're ready, meet me in the Emporium. It's just outside the main room. Beginning
After
to travel.
Retrieving my jewelry, I'll go.
As you continue on back through the corridored rooms towards the front entrance hallway. Looking around to the two rooms on either side, you now see Betsa in the center of the room to the left, waving over towards you. Entering into the room, you find that the majority of this room doesn't seem to have changed much, unlike many of the other rooms that you've been in. It hasn't been renovated in any way for accommodations. All you see is a number of what look like seats and couches and tables, all now covered and draped in white sheets. All right, well then, a little less smelly, the rest of you. Now, who's ready to get dressed up?
I'll go first.
Yes. We all are.
Very well then. What were you thinking?
Maybe something dark. I'd like to go for suave, you know? Like a nice, maybe nice jet black dancing robes. Something like that.
Hey, I think we can do that for you.
Yeah.
As Betsa closes her eyes, she begins to wave her hands in front of Lucy, casting an incantation that many of the magic users have only heard once before. A bright light seems to appear over top of Lucy for a moment, before the light begins to die down shortly after. You now see Lucy in a beautiful set of a dark forest green robe. Very similar to most of his attire, there seems to be gold trim around the neckline as well as the sleeves. Directly on the corner of his chest, you see the familiar sigil of what you now know as the Mortal Champion sigil, or the Vander family crest. Along with that, surprisingly, and strangely enough to you, Lucy, there seems to be a beautiful staff in your hand now. The staff seems to be made entirely of gold, with what looks like almost Egyptian wings coming up the very top, with a very large emerald that sits on its crest.
You've outdone yourself, Betsa.
I'm not
This is a nice
using-
touch.
You know, I'm glad you like it. I'm not used to dressing the boys.
You did great. I'll give her a little kiss on the cheek.
Ah, stop it, you.
You know you love it.
You're
Good luck
alright.
with the rest of them. As he kind of walks out.
All right, who's next?
I'll go. I'm not in for anything too crazy. I'm kind of fond of my white and blue colors. I feel like it helps me come across how I feel, a friendly person. So if you can work with those colors, that'd be great.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Holding her hand out once more, uttering the same incantation, the glow begins to appear over top of Ollie for a few moments before it begins to die down once more. And as it does, you see his familiar cleric holy robes no longer there. In its place, you see a very well put together, almost tuxedo, with a beautiful white, almost fluffy, puffy shirt collared underneath. On the top of his head rests a large top hat. All of it in a very loud sky blue color.
Yes.
This is amazing, Betsa. Thank you. You've nailed it.
There's one more thing that I think you should keep. And she reaches into your collar, pulling out your holy symbol and resting it on your chest.
Thank you, Betsa. You know me almost too well.
Well, there's an old saying. Something old, something new. Something borrowed, something blue. All right,
You're right.
next to you lot, who's it going to be?
All right,
Look at
I'll
me.
go.
You're a bit of a white.
Sorry.
Well, who's it going to be?
I'll go.
All right. Trix, was it?
Yep, that's me.
All right. Step forward.
All right.
And what
Now,
would you
I'm
like
not,
to
I'm
do?
not really
bites.
one. I'm not really one for dresses. I don't do the dress thing. I would like maybe like a jumpsuit, you know, but like some bling. So maybe like a sparkly jumpsuit or some jewelry. I gotta be able to move, you know. No.
All right. Let me see what I can do. Closing her eyes once again, the familiar light cascading over top of you for a moment before fading once more. And as it fades down, you're not necessarily in that of a jumpsuit, but instead a very well-fitting dark crimson robe or vest that seems to pull down to the floor or closer to the ankles. A very fine and not too overbearing, but as a beautiful complement to your top hat, a rainbow robe or belt wraps around the front of the vest. A well put together silk pair of a darkish brown pant that stretches down to about your ankle as well. And covered on your wrists, you see a number of sparkling bracelets and rings.
All
Stones
right.
of different variety. And as you wave your hands, you hear the clinking of all of the jewels together.
All right, this is great. Thank you, Betsa.
Hopefully that suits your liking.
Yes, very much.
All right, last 3. What you got?
Lucy
Pavo.
pushes Pavo inside.
Well, I'm quite comfortable in my robes.
Oh, Pavo, just put something else on for a change. It'll be fun, trust me.
Do you have anything in reds and yellows?
I think I can do.
I'll give this a shot.
She waves her hands over top of you again, the light appearing and disappearing as you've seen from all of your companions. And as the light dies down, you seem to be fitted in a beautiful dark red auburn robe that stretches down to the floor. You see a number of dark golden stripes, almost brown, that seems to stripe over the front and the back. Directly on the back, while you can't see it, your companions can. A large circle, outlined in black with white on the inside. The same dark red color, displaying the sigil of your monastery on it. The large beads still hang around your neck.
Looks it over. Okay. Thank you very much. This is actually quite impressive. Thank you.
I tried to stay with the monk thing, but, just make you look better.
It's much appreciated. Thank you.
Never had a monk bow to me before, but hey, first time for everything, I guess. All right, small one, up you go.
Just actually 1 second. And he pushes Eli's head back as he's like heading inside and walks in. Eli is a little shy. He didn't want to let you know, but he's actually always dreamed of being a sailor. So if you could get him like a nice sailor outfit, he doesn't want to talk about it. So
Motherfucker.
it may seem like he's not into it, but it's just his nerves. He's gonna love it.
A
Trust
sailor.
Me, I know him.
Go ahead and make a deception check for me.
You got it. 19. I'm rolling so good today. That will be +9, 28.
A little strange, but all right then. I'll see what I can do.
Trust your vision. Walk back.
All right, Eli,
You're up,
come
sport.
on now.
Yeah. Listen, I don't really know how these things work.
Don't worry. Lucy told me
What's-
everything. It's all right. Just
Lucy
sit
told
back.
you?
Not a problem whatsoever. And she immediately begins to wave her hand over top as the familiar glow kicks up once more. As it begins to die down, you find yourself in first a large, poofy, frilly shirt around the collar. Very spacious in the arms and around the sides. A black leather vest over top of that, with what seem relatively tight leather pants below. About thigh-high boots reaching up to almost your calf. Strangely enough, as you begin to look over yourself, you feel a tightening around the crest of your head as you reach up and feel what seems to be a silk black bandana pulling that mighty curls back.
Can I see myself? Is there like a mirror or anything?
Oh, you want to see yourself? Yeah,
I mean, it
absolutely.
feels a little tight and leathery in a lot of places.
I can help with that. And she begins to cast another spell, an incantation that many would realize is minor illusion. now seeing the life-size version of yourself in your new duds staring back at you, mimicking every move that you make.
Ahoy, Eli!
I look
Amazing
at
work,
Lucy,
Betsa.
and then I look back at her and I go, "This was Lucy's idea, huh?"
Aye?
Don't make Betsa do more work, Eli. She's a very busy woman.
You know, I just worry about the sweating in the leather, right? You know, and he'll like look around for people to agree with him.
Oh, but dear, that's why I only went with the vest. So you can take the vest off.
I
Great
think
thinking,
you look,
Betsa.
I think you look great, Eli.
Okay.
Great for
Oh,
robbing a
hold on.
pirate ship.
There's one thing that I forgot. Quickly waving her hand in front of you again. The rest of you now see appearing around Eli's neck a thick, almost Mr. T-like chain that hangs just down to his chest.
Oh my god.
Wow.
The cherry on top.
Wow. You know, Betsa, I appreciate what you've done here. I really do. I wouldn't want people being intimidated by, all of this.
Well,
It is a
as
little
they
intimidating.
say, go get him, sailor. And she gives you a wink.
That's right.
Oh God.
Anyway, and he like starts scooting Eli back towards the hall. Alara, do you want to match?
No. Unfortunately, Lucy, I have strict word from your mother.
Oh,
You'll all be seeing Alara a little bit later at the feast.
Oh, okay. Where are we going?
well, this should be good.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's gonna be white. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No. No,
Where are we
not-
going?
Well, Lady Vander didn't want conjured clothes for you.
Okay.
She wanted you to be able to select from her personal collection.
Wow, that's very nice of her. Okay.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
Thanks again, Betsa.
Always a pleasure. All right, the rest of you, go find some drinks. Just get the party started. We should be starting relatively soon. Probably in the next hour or so.
All right.
Great.
See you there.
Thank you so much.
As Betsa begins to escort Alara away in the opposite direction towards the stairs leading upward, the rest of you return back to the mess hall, now completely converted into a beautiful dining reception area. Albeit a little strange, as the tables seem to be more similar to that of horseshoes than that of rounded tables. A bar now properly set up on one side. And as you begin to make your way over to the bar, I think that's where we're going to take a short rest for the evening.
Oh shoot, I was gonna whistle for the bartender.
Jesus, Murphy. All right. With that said, we've got a couple things that we need to do on the quick break that we're having. First and foremost, we need to figure out what our next World Anvil article is going to all be about. Eli, did you do that? I don't remember if you said you were doing that or not.
What?
No? Okay, perfect.
Do you want me to do a poll?
Yeah. Can you do a poll
Okay.
for me?
I can certainly try.
While she's
Okay.
doing that, we're giving away sketch dice tonight, guys.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Sketch dice.
Mhm.
Oh, if you haven't entered, enter now. Command dice. Also, if you don't win tonight, don't be sad because you can go to their website. Oh, by the way, Mr. Armory is giving these away. These fancy things. Bobby, did you show your dice you already did? Look what Bobby did. Everyone,
There they are.
a lot of hearts for Bobby.
There they are. Yeah.
Yeah, so nice. If you don't win tonight, you can still go to their website. You can go to their website whether you win or not. And they sell lots of other stuff too. They sell dice, mugs, t-shirts, a lot of awesome stuff. And if you use the code CAREFUL, you'll get 10% off your total cart purchase. Oh my gosh, this
To
hype
draw
train.
to draw on your dice.
I just need to know the options.
Okay. Okay. So that's exciting. And yeah, also, since we're on the topic of World Anvil, if anyone wants a 12-month subscription, you should go to their website, sign up, use our code Careful Cantrip, and you actually get 40% off, which is craziness. It's craziness. So yeah,
Big discount.
thanks to World Anvil for sponsoring this episode. You all are the best.
Yeah.
Seriously. Thanks for the raid, Prometheus.
Yes, and also as we just before we head off to the break, I believe we have the poll started now, guys. This is for our Careful Creations brought to you by World Anvil. Go ahead and make sure you vote because it's going to be Alara, and we made it an extra tough one for her because that's what we do around here. For
Tradition.
Sickness. Oh my god. Great.
It's something new, something borrowed, something blue. With that said, for those who have donated to the Hype Train, thank you so much. The 100 biddies from GF Powers, 200 from KO Sick, thank you so much. Cross for the 100 biddies. D&D with me, good to see you as always, Peter. 2 community gift subs, thank you kindly, as well as Cross the Streams for the 2 gifted. And our friends over at Art House Studios for the 100 biddies. Guys, if you haven't checked out D&D with me, as well as the fabulous individuals over at Art House Studios, both are incredible content creators, and you can watch them here on Twitch, the same place that we're streaming here, twitch.com/org.gov.cne / Oprah. Did I do that right this time?
No.
No. I think Oprah
Go to break.
should. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go to break?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna go to break. All right, guys, make sure to cast those votes. Give us a few minutes. As always, we take a few questions on our break. So if you have any questions of myself, the cast, the story, the stream, life, universe, or anything in it, go ahead and throw those down in chat, and we will go ahead and address those as soon as we get back. But until then, make sure you go out and get your apple juices, your orange juices, your dice juices, your Betsa juice. Well, no, don't do that one.
Oh, no.
And Cherry Bombette, if you're out there, go get your popcorn because we got a fun one left over for the remainder of the evening. Guys, we will be back shortly. Love all your faces. See you soon. Stick around. We'll be back. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. As always, we had a few questions come in over our break. Where was the first one that came in?
What was the poll
Question.
result?
We'll
Yeah.
get to
Yeah.
that in
okay,
one
sorry.
moment. So, first question: on a scale of amazed to thrilled, how much do you enjoy your new sailor outfit, Eli?
Eli is horrified. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, to be honest.
I love it.
Yeah, coming for you, Lucy. Don't get too comfortable. Don't skip out on that cologne.
Oh, God.
See, the thing is that you guys think it's a jar of farts. Anyway. Ollie, are you going to have Betsa dress up Fidget for you, or does he still have the same suit from the last time?
I didn't forget about Fidget. He's just very tired after his nap, and he just wants to sleep. So he kind of wormed out of the party.
Boo.
Oh,
Wow. Also, he's tired after a nap.
No, he's taking a nap after a bath.
Oh.
A bath that he ran around constantly. So
Hmm.
yeah, he's tired.
It's not a
He's
question.
tired instead of tired.
Boo.
oh my God. Somebody kick him out of the call.
And this is where we mute Chris for the remainder of the evening. This isn't a question, but I just read it and it's hilarious. It took me so much to get /Oprah on my Twitch channel. Thanks, Peter. Well played. Well played. Okay, and I think that is all we have. Wait. Can I just say that I can imagine how much Lucy is going to obsess, because I can't say that word due to Twitch guidelines, over Alara when she enters? Well, you're in luck. We're about to find out. Chat needs to hear Eli's pirate voice. Oh boy. We'll see. We'll see.
I am not impressed with any of you right now.
So with that said, let's go ahead and jump. Oh, wait, the poll. Thanks to our wonderful sponsors over at World Anvil. And the winner of tonight's poll was... Jess, take it away.
I don't know. I closed it. Panicking. Oh, hold on. I clicked the wrong thing.
It was. I remember what it was.
I don't know. I can't get to it. It's like
Condition /
the-
sickness.
All right. So we are
Raina
going
will be
to... the lovely Raina Ray is going to go ahead and create homebrew, if you will, her very own condition or sickness. This should be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, let's go ahead and jump back into tonight's episode. As you all remain around the bar rail, drinks properly in hand, roughly about an hour's time passes. A number of individuals begin to walk through the door. Very unlike the last time you were at a fancy party, these don't seem to be dignitaries in any way. More common folk, who are just there to celebrate with their champions. They begin to make their way around some of the horseshoe tables, stations set up all around the room. Eventually, Betsa makes her way over to all of you. Well, hopefully you're all properly loosened up for the evening.
Of course.
Well, if you don't mind, I think that before we head on over to our table, maybe we should have a quick drink together. As she calls towards the bartender making their way over with small little glasses filled with a clear liquid. As she picks it up and raises it to all of you. Here's to new friends and old ones alike.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, well, let's get you seated. You're at the head table tonight. She begins to lead you over to the center table, a table much larger than the rest. You now see a number of individuals already seated. Familiar faces. A very well-dressed and bolsterous Bobicus sits on one end, already laughing and joking, raising 2 goblets in his fists as he bellows out loudly. Directly beside him, the well-dressed and well-giggling Sangorn. Beside them, Birdie also is seated. And as Betsa escorts you over to the table, you find your seats, with 2 missing directly in the center. All right, Lucy, you sit here, love. The rest of you on the other end.
We'll go sit.
On the other end.
Actually, before I go sit, can I see if I can drop that jar underneath Lucy's chair?
You're gonna
Oh
drop.
no, you know what? I'll hold on to it. I'll hold on to it. For now.
Okay.
This is like when your friend gets a free punch, but they're not going to tell you when it happens.
Exactly.
As more individuals make their way into the reception room, the lights begin to flicker as it seems a number of candlelights seem to burst at their wicks, creating a beautiful saturation of evening light all around you. A few moments later, a collective of bards begin to play off to the side. Betsa begins to make her way to the doorway. As she clears her throat, bowing her head towards the bards instinctively begins to drop the music playing. Ladies and gentlemen of Trellis, I'd like to present you our host for the evening, Lady Vander. As she says this, Lady Vander walks through the door. You see the beautiful white dress that she seems to be wearing, very frilled and poofy all the way down to her feet, disappearing over top of her feet. The dress itself seems to be shoulderless, with what look like bands of more frilled white that matches the rest of her dress. As she walks in, chest held forward, hands clasped directly in front of her. Welcome one and welcome all. It is an honor to have each of you here tonight for tonight's festivities. However, there is one missing from our little gathering tonight that deserves an addressing of her own. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you, with absolute pleasure, Lady Alara, as she steps to the sides. As Alara steps in, she wears a beautiful, almost sheen, light baby blue and white dress. The baby blue crests just over top of her front breasts. It ties around the back into a bit of a collared sake, and all around it, trim of shining silver, almost leafed petals that reach around the sides. Around her neck, a silvered collar with a shimmering blue stone directly in the center, larger than any other stone seen on anyone within the festivities. Just hanging limply over her shoulders, 3 small silver chains on either side, bands that wrap around. Directly in the center, a white, almost corset graces her midsection, with again a long flowing dress down below. Directly in the center, more of the shimmering baby blue that flows down the front. Again, more of the silver accents wrapping around her waist and down the sides. A number of gasps of admiration from around the crowd.
Lucy, upon seeing her, begins to choke on his own drink. Wow.
Am I near anybody right now? Or I'm like across the room?
You're presented at the front doorway.
Okay. I'm just looking right at Lucy and I'm going,
There seems to be one thing missing, though. For every princess should have her crown. And as she says this, she casts a bit of magic over top of your head, directly above your forehead. And as she does, you watch as an almost glass ethereal tiara begins to spread around in a beautiful, vibrant light blue. And as it does, it reaches down behind her head as ethereal, beautiful fairy or butterfly-like wings spread across her back. Lady Vander leans in towards you. Well, you better get used to being the belle of the ball, my dear.
she's just like, wave.
As Alara waves, a number of individuals begin clapping as she begins to make her way towards her seat with Lady Vander. All right, enough of that. Music, let's get that started. I'm starving. As Betsy continues to walk behind you towards the table, the crowd now erupting into conversations, each and of their own, as the music begins to play in the background. As you all begin to sit around the table, Lady Vander and Alara seated, Alara directly beside Lucy. I'm very excited for tonight. We have a very special guest who's going to be serving us for the evening.
What is that?
He has an interesting method of serving. I believe he calls it hibachi.
Oh,
They apparently make the food directly in front of you. It's absolutely incredible.
Sounds like a thrilling experience.
It should be. As you say this, Lucy, you begin to hear gasps coming from directly behind you. As you all turn to look to see towards the doorway, you see a very large, ogre-like individual walking through the doorway. His small stand no longer wrapped around his large frame. It begins to make your way in fine chef's clothes towards your table. Behind him you see a number of individuals wearing the same, now dispersing throughout the crowd towards their individual tables. Seemingly his apprentices. As he turns around the horseshoe-like table towards you, you're meted with your old friend Shanks, the purveyor of midnight meats.
Well, I'll be damned. Looks like you're doing well for yourself, buddy.
Yeah, moving on up.
It's a little strange for me. It's, not used to this kind of thing.
Well, you look great. I mean, you fixed your sleep schedule. There's not those bags under your eyes anymore.
Well, it wasn't so much of bags under my eyes. It was, just the way the world works. But they finally let me into Trellis. Not sure if it's the smartest thing they've ever done, but
I think it was a good move.
Well,
Yeah, I'm excited to try your food.
Well, I'm happy to be here. And not to worry, Pavo, I stopped serving the Aarakocra meat after you, friend. Not
Much
to worry.
appreciated. Thank you.
You changed my ways, so to speak.
So what is on the menu?
We have a plethora of things. This here is called hibachi. It's an invention that I came up with myself, where I'll cook the food directly in front of you.
Well, that should
Great.
be fun.
Yeah, dinner and a
let's do
show. That's kind of the idea.
All right.
Do you use a lot of fire?
Do I use a lot of fire? All of the fire must be used for this.
Okay. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Lucy kind of scoots his chair back a little.
All right, now how did I turn this thing on again? He begins to play with something under the counter. Could have sworn that's not how it worked. Oh, right, we need some flames. He pulls out a large flint and steel as he begins to swipe it towards something behind the table to which you can't see. About a second later, a large plume of flames now bursting out in front of you, now almost singeing the hairs on his very large and overgrown eyebrows.
Easy there.
It's all right. It's all right. Done this a million times before. Maybe.
Clearly.
So, we've got a plethora of meats for you to decide from. I, of course, have brought rack of Bronto, brought from the northern sections. Yeah, want to try that? We have a few cuts of the Displacer Beasts. A little bit rough, a little bit gamey, but delicious to say the least. I suggest having it with the onions. Probably the best way to have it. What else do we got here? We've got pterodactyl wings. Something new I'm trying out. I put a little bit of spice on them. Called them hot wings. And then we have your variety, ostrich ribs. We've got blink dog toes. What is there something in particular that you're looking for? From the other
I'll
side.
take one of everything except the toes.
Yeah.
Those
Of
hot
course.
wings sound good.
Yeah,
Of
I'm
course.
gonna try some of those hot wings.
All right. Happy to go with a few rib and wing combos. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You hear a loud call beckering from the side. I'll eat whatever the fuck you have there.
Oh,
As Bobicus now...
I thought that was dumb.
Yeah. Flashback.
We're
As
so
Bobicus kind of
traumatized.
I know.
waves back and forth in his chair, seemingly quite inebriated at this point. Meat for all, and if you don't like it, then have another drink on me.
Sounds good.
So-
Shanks, I don't mean to offend, but do you have any, vegetables?
We have some vegetables here. I can get you some lettuce or some grass.
Lettuce.
But,
Lettuce is good. I'll take some.
I
Maybe
don't
cut it in
usually
half.
do vegetables so much. We have onions. I do onions all the time.
I don't want to dance on a full stomach anyway. Maybe I'll pick later.
Pick what?
Pick at the food. I'll
Yeah, I
take
just
an
asked that.
ostrich
Did you-
rib.
what's-
I'll
what's-
take an ostrich rib. It's
Ostrich
fine.
rib. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. You watch as Shanks now begins to take the meats and begins to pound and tenderize them directly in front of you. His presentation style hasn't been fully refined at this point, as a few bits and hunks of meat kind of splash over the side, falling on the tables in front of you. As he continues to pound the meat with his fist, so, how have you all been?
Been doing well.
Mostly good.
Relatively.
See, most of you are still alive?
A little
Yeah.
insensitive, but yeah,
Oh,
for now.
well, my apologies there. Any scrumptious pieces of meat that you'd found? You know, you were gonna send those back to me or bring them back? Any
Well,
exotic meats or anything along those lines?
I
We
thought
sort
we
of
called-
assumed they'd spoil along the way.
didn't we call you? I'm pretty sure I called you and told you to go get the meats when, oh boy, a long time ago we were ambushed when we met Dalmar outside, remember?
Oh yeah.
When you made Eli really big and Eli danced with me.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I called you and I said, hey, there's a whole bunch of exotic animals. You should come get the meat. Remember?
You were gonna bring them to me because
No,
thriving
no.
business out here.
Oh,
Looks like you did all right without us.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I found a contractor that seems to scour the area.
oh,
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah,
what's
Who would
his
that
name?
be?
his name is Fowl. Seems to be a great hunter. He's been sending me meats from all over the continent. Fantastic,
We know
mate.
Fowl. Did
You
you
You met
get
Fowl.
some? Did you get some? Oh, I guess we didn't kill that one, did we? I was gonna ask if you
No.
got some Hydra meat.
No, we did not kill that.
We we
wasn't.
ran, didn't we?
We did.
Well, we were under a time sensitive situation.
yeah, it wasn't like we were afraid. It just
You could have had
Anyway.
Hydra meat. Because Hydra meat, I've always wanted to try that before.
well, maybe
Probably still there in the marsh.
maybe next time we'll go at it again.
Well, I've heard that the Hydra, when you cut off its head, it grows more, right?
Yeah, well, almost
That's
like
what
an
they
unlimited
say.
food source. You could keep one cage,
Exactly
maybe.
my point. You could just keep cutting off the heads, and you have meat for the
Little
rest
cruel,
of your life.
though, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean livestock. Am I right?
Not really.
Well, you're not
Debatable.
killing it.
Yeah.
And if it keeps growing heads, isn't it eventually gonna outgrow wherever you're keeping it? And I don't know, man. I think this one needs a little more thought.
Hmm.
Probably.
The
Wait.
logistics of supply chain management has never been something of my foray. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, little one.
That's okay. Let Fowl figure it out. He seems very logical.
Well, he's interesting, to say the least.
Is he wearing clothes these days or not really?
He's a bushman. Who knows?
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I mean, I barely wear clothes anyway. I just showed up tonight because Lady Vander here was forcing me to. If I had it my way, I'd be wearing my stole the entire time.
You didn't
Yeah.
wear anything under that?
No.
Oh,
That's
the more you know.
I'm pretty sure I
Super
ate some of
hygienic.
that at one
Yeah.
point.
Mhm.
That explains the poops.
Well, you got to keep
Starting
it
to question
close.
that jerky.
When you're working outside the walls, you have to keep it close. You never know who's going to try and thieve. Come sneak into your stall and try and grab your meat.
Sure.
I might grab the wrong meat.
Oh boy. Okay, Ollie.
Okay.
Ollie's drunk.
Beating a dead horse at this point.
Oh my god.
Well, I just thought it would be best to let y'all know that I've thought about you the entire time. And I really do appreciate everything you've done for the city. I mean, without you, I probably wouldn't be allowed in these walls.
It's really nice, Shanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Enough of me. Enough of me. Let me get your foods ready. Shanks continues to prep the meat in front of you, giving you all a few moments to chat amongst yourselves. Looking around the table, you see a number of familiar faces.
You look really beautiful, by the way, Lara.
Thanks. You look good too. This is your family's very formal. This crown's really cool.
Yeah, it has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
Suits you though.
Oh, thanks. I felt a little awkward. I didn't know what to do, so I was just waving at everybody.
I think you did great.
Okay. Are we gonna dance tonight?
Of course we're gonna dance tonight.
Okay, good. Do you not like meat?
I'm sorry?
Do you not like meat?
It's a little... His stuff's a little... And he like kind of leans in because he's still in front of us. A little too exotic for my taste.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well, you can have like my extra onions if you want.
Don't want, the breath and the...
Oh, okay. Oh, should I not eat onions then?
No, I mean, you should eat whatever you want.
Okay. I don't I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Sure.
You know what I was thinking? We've had, a lot of bad things happen throughout this journey. We're about to face a bad thing, a big bad thing. But tonight's about partying and having a good time. So I was thinking maybe we can just reminisce a bit, and we could each say what our favorite moment has been so far through our journey.
Oh, that's so nice, Ollie.
It would be really lovely, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, we could look fondly on it, and maybe stress a bit less about the journey to come.
Well, my favorite time was when I met Eli for the first time, my invisible friend, and we sang and danced together.
Buddy.
And then Lucy got really mad. It was a lot of fun.
Didn't get that bad.
Him across the table. And...
Eli, if you want to do a little singing and dancing tonight, just tap me on the shoulder, if you know what I mean. This guy.
Eli can't help it, even though he's a little grumpy. He's laughing, playing along.
That was a good time. And then we went streaking after. That
That was
a good memory.
Did that, yeah.
Learned of one of Eli's many gifts.
That's right. Don't you forget it.
Yeah. A bit of a three-legged race.
Well, we had a real three-legged race. That was a good time also.
I didn't have as much fun with that one. And I'll look over at Pavo.
That's true. It wasn't... Well, it was still fun.
I'm pretending I didn't hear that.
Ollie it was your idea. What was your favorite moment?
Yeah.
I thought a good moment was, after we had all met each other and then we had that party, and I got to try out my dancing hat for the first time. And, I really felt the energy of the party, and everyone was having a good time and everyone was happy. And I was just happy that I met so many good friends. And it just consistently throughout this journey, we've met so many good people. And I think that's my favorite moment. It was that party where I realized I was really happy. And I still am.
I remember that night. I got so drunk I tried to pick you up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it didn't work out.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. That wasn't gonna work out for sure. I weigh a bit much. Even in this form. It's unfortunate.
Just a
I
little.
guess. All right,
Who's
let's
next?
go. Yeah, who's next? Pavo. We haven't
I
heard
felt the
from you in a
same.
bit. Yeah, I really want to know what your favorite moment was.
Yeah.
There's just so
Think I
many.
know.
So many.
Well, I can't talk about one, but favorite moment with the party.
Why can't you talk about one? Was it your sleepover?
So my best moment with the party would have been probably before things went bad, the bathhouse. That was one of our first nights after the island that we were in Trellis that we all finally got to relax for the first time in a long time.
I think I was still warming up to you at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're good friends now. He'll wink at you.
The best. I'd have to say that would probably be one of my favorite moments with us.
I can agree. That was good. You know, before, like you said, the giant water elemental.
Yeah, besides that. Because things always seem to happen. As I say that, I look around the building, making sure nothing's coming from the ceiling.
I know. Did anyone feel when Miss Vander was like, "Ooh, I have a special guest"?
Yes.
I was.
Yeah, man.
I was.
A little bit of a flashback there.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah. I don't like special guests anymore.
Happy memories. Happy memories.
Right. Sorry.
All right,
Well, why
Pablo,
don't-
pass the baton. Oh,
Oh,
Alara.
Pablo can pass the baton. Doesn't have to be me next.
Well, you started talking.
Okay. Well, my most favorite moment is before we went into that temple where we fought the time guardian. We all had a group hug. And that was really special for me because I've wanted us to be best friends and family since the beginning. And that was the first time that I really felt like we all meant it and we all wanted to be there together. So that was really nice.
Should we have a group hug now?
I mean, sure. I always want to have a group hug.
It does
Can we
feel
wait till
good. It
the-
relieves a lot of
the-
stress.
The dancing starts at least, so we're not like the only ones standing in the middle of the room in this group hug. Like,
I'll be like, oh, come on. And I'll grab her or him with one arm and lift him up and hug and like, everybody, come on.
Cute
a good
little
hug.
sailor outfit.
he's so ashamed. He's hiding his face in the hat.
All right. And Lucille scoot out of his chair. Join in the group hug.
Group hug!
I'll go over to join the hug, but like I won't put my arms out. So I'll just
Like one arm.
lean close.
As you all embrace, you hear a loud voice. I love all of you so much. I'm just so happy that you're back. And as
Oh,
Bobicus
Bobicus.
comes over, wrapping you around the waist, the small dwarven man.
This wasn't about you, but we love you too, Bobicus.
Trix, you next. You next.
Let's see. You know, one good memory was when we had our little talent show in the forest.
Right.
For the squirrels? For the squirrels.
All the little
Rabbit.
winged
And the
creatures.
cats were there.
Mhm.
And there was, you know, lots of great performances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shade almost chopped me up. I didn't really like that very much, but
I don't remember that, but that tracks.
Eli, yeah, what did you do, Eli? For your talent.
Oh man, I don't remember.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
do
I
some
really
card
don't.
tricks or something, or
I have
did
no
some card
clue.
tricks.
I mean, clearly it wasn't that memorable.
oh,
all right then. What's a memory you do have then? You're up.
With the party?
Yeah.
Well, I think before all that shit hit the fan in Boku, we had that one ball. That was kind of nice. Remember, Trix? You and me robbed that old guy.
Oh yeah,
Probably
yeah.
shouldn't
Oh,
You guys
that
robbed
to you.
someone at the ball?
Yeah. We
what, you're gonna take us to a ball and we're not gonna rob
Oh,
someone? Come on.
Planning to rob someone now?
nah,
maybe.
not tonight. I'll take it easy tonight. But-
Nah, and maybe.
Yeah, the ball was nice. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think that's it.
By the way, what happened to where your friend?
Is it
Shade.
sad that I want to say which one? Okay. Like, oh, he didn't make it.
Oh. Well, in that case, a drink to Shade then. He was a quiet one, but you could tell he was a force to be reckoned with.
That he
That's
was.
true.
To shade.
Cheers.
To shade.
Shade.
The Shade.
What about you, Lucy?
Me? It's funny actually being back in Trellis reminds me of, I think, probably my favorite time was just meeting you all. It's a lot different back then. I was in a really low place. Sure, some of us didn't quite get along too well at the beginning, and I'll look at Eli and Pavo. But yeah, I think Trellis will always hold a special place in my heart now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we convinced you to stick with us.
Somehow.
And I'm sure the better
Must have
for
been that
all of
charm.
you.
Is that Birdie?
Yes.
I didn't hear you, Birdie.
I said, I'm sure the better for all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely changed our fates.
See what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
As you all continue to reminisce for some time, finishing the plates put out in front of you, Shanks continues to ask a number of you how you've enjoyed your meals. He seems a little nervous being at something so formal. And as you finish up your plates, he begins to collect them. As the dinner portion of the evening begins to wind down for the night, you see a well-dressed female now coming around the side of your table. So, my dear, how did it go? Turning and looking, you see a very lovely, well-dressed tiefling now addressing Shanks.
Wingman activate.
Eli will see her and immediately go red and take off the hat and sit on it and try to like fix his clothes and take a shot all at once.
She takes notice of you doing this. Are you all right, my friend?
It was Vixen, right?
Oui?
It's really nice to see you again.
So very nice.
How have you been? I'm sorry.
I've been well. I hope you all saw the artwork that I did for you up in the gardens for the memorial for alcohol.
Yeah. I mean that was beautiful, right, guys?
Lovely.
It
Oh,
was
yeah, very good.
beautiful.
Yeah, Eli.
Very nice.
Yes, it was beautiful. I'm sure it meant a lot to all of us. I'm sorry we couldn't get you those paints that you requested. Things kind of got out of hand as we left.
It's not to worry. I met someone who was familiar with the outside.
Huh.
He was
Who's
able
that?
to get the paints for me.
Who's that? Are you going to tell us who? It's going to be all
She,
mysterious.
Gives a bit of a girlish grin. She puts her head down before looking over to Shanks.
Eli's heart will break.
Roll for broken heart.
Oh. Wingman deactivate.
Oh yeah, he Vixen said that she was looking for some paints. I kind of knew where they were, so we went out together and got her paints.
Good for you, Shanks. Good for you.
That's not the only thing we found out there, is it, my dear? It's a formal gathering, my dear. We can't really talk about doing that out there.
All right, that's all right. I think we get the picture here, right?
Yeah, you found
You
love.
certainly do.
You found love.
As an artiste, I can say he did very well with his strokes. As she
Oh.
sips her glass of wine.
I lean over to Ollie. I think they had a sleepover.
Oh yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, that's good. I mean, if they traveled too far into the woods, they would have had to sleep over. I mean, you can't just, travel tired.
That's true.
Hmm.
I think someone Eli will think in his own head that he thinks someone needs to teach Ollie what a sleepover is.
Well,
Awful.
I ain't teaching nobody.
well, it was a pleasure seeing all of you. I'll let you get back to things. Shanks, my dear, if you can come find me after you're done cleaning up, save a dance for me. Of course, because I know how to dance. That's something I've absolutely know how to do. At the sound...
Hey, Ollie. I think our friend Shanks here might need to borrow your hat.
Oh, yes. Here. Here, Shanks, you might find this hat gives you confidence when you hit the dance floor, although maybe wait till you get on the dance floor to put it on. But it gave me confidence, oddly, because I was very nervous when it came to dancing, and it really cleared the air for me.
So what you're saying is, when I put this hat on top my head, I'll begin to dance around?
He's acting.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just put it to the side here for now. As Lady Vander hears the word dance. Ah, yes, it would be about that time, wouldn't it? Betsa, if you could make the announcement, please. Right, Lady Vander, I'll get right on that for you. Hey! All y'all! Dinner's over, finish up your plates. We got some boogaloogian to do.
Look.
Minstrel, play something faster. As she says this, the minstrels begin to play a much more upbeat tune. as you see a number of individuals jumping up from their tables, now making their way to the open area in the front of the room. The noise begins to increase all around as it turns less into a formal dining situation and more into a formal dancing situation.
Lucille back out of his chair and reach his hand out to Alara. You know, I've never danced with a princess before.
Wait, does this mean that you are a prince? Because I remember I asked you like a long time ago and you were like, oh, let's not talk about that.
I was just, it's like a manner of speech.
Oh, okay.
You look very pretty.
Oh, thanks.
Let's get up there.
Okay.
And he'll lead Alara out to the dance floor. Get to boogieing.
The two of you disappear from the table and begin to start your dance, leaving your companions behind.
Yes.
Eli would like to do a couple of things. Number one, keep an ear out for a slow song. And number two, look for his sister. Dance with his sister.
Oh.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
Okay. $15.
15, as you begin to look around the room, you do see your parents sitting at a separate table, but it doesn't seem that your sister is there. In fact, as you look around, there doesn't seem to be anyone really that young in terms of children being there.
Uh-huh. He'll just go over and sit with his parents.
Okay.
Keep that ear out.
Okay. Is there anyone else who would like to join on the dance floor?
Trix, if you wouldn't mind. I don't want to keep forcing you to be my dance partner, but I don't really feel comfortable dancing with strangers, and we had such a great dance before. I thought maybe we could have another dance, if you wouldn't mind.
All right, I'll give it a shot, and I'll take a quick drink before I go.
Pavo, now noticing himself the only one at the table, decides to quickly look around and seek out Birdie to see if she'll join him on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, looking around your table, you can see that Sangorn and Bobicus have both gotten up, now joining the dance floor independently of anyone. The two seem to be mildly dancing together in quite the state.
I love it.
Wow.
Pavo, as you raise from the table walking over to Birdie, how would you like to ask her for this dance?
What kind of music's playing right now?
It's a bit upbeat, a little bit faster than a waltz.
Eye of the Tiger.
Even though he's hoping for some, since he's not a dancer anyway, he'll just reach out his hand and ask her, would you care to join me on the dance floor? And then kind of just give a little bow.
Birdie, although it's difficult to see under the feathers of an Aarakocra, you see a tiny bit of a blush cross over her face.
That was the most game of us all.
Yes,
Give her that smother.
I would love to, Pavo. As she gets up from her chair and joins
Grab
you.
her hand and walk her and escort her out to the floor. And
Okay.
do my absolute best to try to dance.
Okay. For all of those dancing, please go ahead and make a performance check for me.
God, I'm going to trip.
Here we go. Here we go.
Performance?
Yep.
Oh shit! I dropped the dice.
These are new
I-
dice that I'm rolling with, and I
This
think
whole campaign, I've been rolling low. Alright.
it's a 21 for me. Let's mark this occasion. I didn't specify I was curtsying. I think
Didn't
that's
you have
why
a
it's
dark
okay.
heart? Just kidding.
No, stop it.
17 for Lucy.
16 for Trix.
I'm apparently trying to slow dance to an upbeat song. I have a 4.
Oh.
Yeah, Tracy, guard your feet because I rolled a 4 as well.
I rolled a 5, but I get a -1.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 and got a -1 as well.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Lucky for you, I have hooves.
Ain't no toes to be stepping on.
Yeah.
We're running people over on the dance floor, buddy.
Yeah.
As you all begin to twirl around on the dance floor, it seems all eyes are on Alara and Lucy as they gracefully slide across the floor as if they no longer have feet. It's more of a hover based on how well in-timed they both are with one another.
We're pretty good at this.
Better than last time.
Eli, joining your parents at their table. Bruno and Dolly look towards you. How you doing, kiddo?
I'm all right. Be better if Lucy didn't get me stuck in this stupid outfit.
Yeah, the leather vest is a little much, dear.
Can you do something about it, Mom? Like,
I-
fix it up or something?
Think I might be able to help a little bit.
Okay.
As you stand up, she walks over to you. Kind of walking around you, she takes the bandana off of your head. She pulls back on the vest, pulling it off. I mean, that's better.
Thanks for trying, Mom.
You look great, though, dear. I'm sure.
Yeah. You have to say that. You're my mom.
No, kiddo, you look great. You look great.
Insight check.
Do you really need it?
Yeah.
As the song begins to wind down, a much slower song begins to start.
Ooh, listen, Mom, Dad, I'll be right back. I got something to do. And he'll duck out of sight and put on the invisibility cloak.
You son of-
This feels unfair to me. But
We helped you get that back that and buy it.
It's true, you did. Oh, no regrets.
As the partners on the dance floor begin to embrace and turn to a slower style of dance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
Lucy
Eli.
We'll pull Alara in.
Okay.
this is nice.
Yeah. I feel like nothing could ruin this moment.
Let it all soak in.
Absolutely. It's perfect.
Okay. So, am I invisible?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to take out that vial and look at it. And then I'm going to go over beside them while they're dancing. And I'm going to I'm going to put it on the floor, like under my foot. Attempt to make a fart sound. And then crush it under my foot.
And you're directly in the center of the dance floor when you do this?
Wherever they are.
Okay.
We're in the center of the dance floor.
I guess I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws for me.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you're at ground zero, buddy. You should be at this again.
I got a natural 1.
This is
I
this
got
is
a
how it
4.
happens. Is this how we all die?
Lucy got a 12.
I'm a 14.
I got a 17.
11.
Okay. Suddenly, directly from the center of the room, a small fart is heard. When suddenly a wind begins to pick up directly in the center of the room. A massive whirlwind starts canvassing directly around the room. You see bits and pieces of cutlery and leftover food now flying to all sides of the room. People now panicking from the pandemonium that's happening all around you.
It wasn't a jar of farts.
Right.
But worst of all, the smell that saturates the entire room makes almost everyone in tandem vomit all of the food that they had just ingested. People begin to rush out of the dining hall, panicking for their lives at this point.
Oh God, Laura was like...
You all take 15 points of gross damage.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah, what was the save on that?
Oh, that was great. Whew.
As the room almost entirely clears out, save for a few, the smell is so overwhelming to all of you. Like a newborn baby diaper.
Oh God.
reaction.
I've been there.
Oh God.
Oh.
Wow.
I can't believe everyone throws up. Oh, okay.
Everybody now
I
rushing
also-
out of the room. You now stand outside. You seeing all of the patrons now outside of the mansion as they stare up at the outside of the mansion, almost like almost as if they were staring at a building on fire.
Were we sleeping there?
No.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah, we were.
Oh God.
What happened? That was
I don't
Wait,
know.
from our perspective, does it look like it came from Alara or Lucy?
Oh my God.
Make a perception check, Trix.
Okay.
I'm hoping that his
I can't.
cloak flopped up or something.
Oh, it's only 6.
6?
Maybe that might be good actually, because I might not perceive it correctly.
6, you absolutely, without a doubt, believe that it came from either Alara or Lucy.
Some kind of princess you are, Alara.
Oh God. I think I have a nosebleed. Oh.
It wasn't me, Trix. I just threw up. This is disgusting.
Sure.
Maybe
Someone
Lucy had a
you
sneeze
are.
that backfired.
Oh God. At some point, when no one was looking, I would have taken the cloak off and ran out like I didn't do it.
Oh.
Last,
Oh God.
last bash ruined.
Do we know that Eli has a jar of farts?
Make a
think
history
you
check
do.
for me.
You know I
wouldn't.
picked
You
up
wouldn't because it
something.
was it was
Right.
outside when she
Okay.
was looking for when he was looking for tricks.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Even better.
Hopefully the
where are we
fumes didn't
now?
reach the people on the hype train.
Oh my god.
Don't support this, people.
Don't encourage that.
Don't encourage this.
Oh god.
Hey,
Parts
now I
will
got
never
an
not
in
be
to
funny.
stay over at the mansion with Birdie.
You dog, bird.
Whatever turns you on, I guess.
Yeah. All the Aarakocra I can get.
Oh, okay.
God.
Where is
Pablo
Pablo's
just
story
became
arc
so
going?
What is your arc?
Ugh.
Oh my god.
For a battle.
Where
you
are
know.
we now?
Been in the monastery for far too long.
Farting room.
This has gone to complete and utter chaos. Everyone is standing outside the building at this point.
This is not
Most
the same
people are
building.
still heaving and gagging on whatever it is. You can see on the inside of everything that bits and pieces of things are still whirling around in a strange fartnado.
And we assume that that could have been a Lucy sneeze.
Yeah, like I'm just wondering, am I like convinced it was Lucy? Is what's happening here?
We're gonna spend the rest of the night trying to find out who farted.
Tune in next week, folks, when we search for the mystery of the hidden farter.
Yeah,
Jesus
I don't know. That's not a normal type of fart. Things I never thought I'd roll
I'm
out.
trying to see if I have a spell that could fix all this.
While they're discussing this, I'm gonna take the sash from my hat and tie it around my face.
Yeah, yeah,
Kind of wish it didn't have a stomach.
yeah. I mean,
I'm
whoever
sorry.
thought that in D&D you'd have chemical warfare? That's a new one to me.
I don't have anything either.
All right, hold on. I have to do something about this. It's awful.
The wipe?
Wish. he's gonna put his hand on a large shoulder. He's gonna say, "Wish me luck."
Good luck.
Lucy
luck.
bravely re-enters.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Everyone likes
Wait.
their own
Make
brand.
another
With-
constitution check for me.
With hand over mouth.
No, always tolerate your own.
Okay, that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty is right.
It is dirty.
Dirtiest 20 you can imagine.
As you enter into the room, you still see a number of individuals clinging onto the sides of things in panic and fear of the strange greenish tinged whirlwind that seems to be flying around what was once the mess hall.
So Lucy, handkerchief over mouth, just looking stoic and pushing through it all. Assuming, I
yeah.
assume.
Oh yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
reaching
okay.
through it all. Reaching through
Yeah.
it all, you hear off to the side a woman call out, "Where's my baby? Somebody use my baby!"
And I'm gonna look deep inside myself and say, Lulu, I need your help on this one. And I'm gonna reach out to Bard Lucy.
She's gonna
Okay.
be so mad.
I'm gonna use my first 6th level spell
Oh my god.
to cast Guards and Wards. Which, among many things, like filling the corridors with fog and wards at all the doors now, to keep everything getting out, I get to use one other spell effect, which I'm going to use. Place a constant gust of wind in one corner of the room to push the stink out the windows. Get it out of there and just clear out the whole area.
Yeah, okay, totally. So from an onlooker's perspective, braving, forcing himself against the elements, hand over his nose and mouth, They watch as Lucy's hair begins to become longer and much more good looking. As what looks like a lute now suddenly manifests on his back. As he reaches back with his other hand, throwing it in front of his chest, he begins to strum away. Lucy, you hear a voice in your head. I hate you so much right now.
I know.
As you begin to strum away, the notes now appearing directly in front of you in greens and purples, segregated or mixed in with one another. And they watch as Lucy enters into the fray of the center of the whirlwind fartnado. As the now visible notes begin to appear on the outside, begin to twirl around in the opposite direction, they watch as the whirlwinds begins to disappear and dissipate. From the outside, you see a strange barrier all of a sudden appear directly at the doorway. As a gust of wind seemingly sweeps through the entire manor, pushing it itself out through one segregated window. And as the whirlwind dissipates around Bard Lucy, he puts the lute against his back once more. And Lucy, turning to the rest of the cowering people, both patrons and staff members, now looking to you in awe, once again being saved by the champions, the wards of Defiance. What do you tell them?
All in a day's work.
This is why we can never have nice things.
And that's where we're going to wrap up tonight's session.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Such a beautiful night. Ruined
Yeah.
by Eli. All because he's mad. Because he's in a little sailor outfit. Got burned. His Vixen's with shakes now.
Hey, man. I thought it was just going to be a fart. But although, to be fair, even if I had known, I would have still done it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Oh boy. What a night. What a night. Yeah, no,
Wow.
exactly, Hops. Never trust a fart. Never, ever trust a fart.
No.
With that said, though, guys, we are doing our giveaway for the evening for the wonderful sketch dice. If someone can go ahead and throw that up one more time, show the lovely people at home exactly what they could potentially be receiving. All you have to do, it's completely free. Just make sure that you're following us and you use the command !dice. And you yourself could win some amazing, amazing dice. And they can be reused over and over again. You just have to use some stuff on it. What the hell do they call it? That stuff.
Acetone. Yeah.
Yep. We'll give the people just a couple more minutes in order to enter. Guys, I am so happy we had that session tonight.
I thought you were going to say sorry.
We
are
are
so
I'm not sorry at all. No, I'm not sorry at all. Listen, this is what the people have come to expect of us at this point. They can laugh, they can cry, they can watch us battle farts in a formal dance, you know?
The usual.
Good time. It's a good time, guys.
Dear Lord, dear Lord.
Oh, my God.
Oh, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close off the entries for the evening. And if we could please get a drum roll. And the winner of tonight's giveaway, the wonderful sketch dice from Mithril Armory, shout out Mithril Armory, is none other than the lovely, talented, beautiful Smallville Arrow. Congratulations, my friend. You are the winner for the evening. I don't know if you are in our Discord as of yet, but I know you are around on TikTok. So if you're not, reach out to us on TikTok or any of the socials. You can reach out to us here on Twitch, on Discord, wherever suits you absolute best. And we will make sure that gets out to you. as quickly as possible. But with that said, I am going to go ahead and let the folks take over for a moment while I search for someone to raid, because we always love doing the raids around here.
And hey,
I have a
Go
question for Jess. How did Eli feel? Did Eli feel satisfied? What is Eli feeling after this moment? I would like to know. Especially knowing that Trix is convinced that it was Alara.
That's probably even better.
Yeah.
And Lucy was just so gentlemanly to cover for his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I
thanks.
mean, definitely didn't expect it. Definitely a little taken off guard. And I think he also threw up.
Yeah, we all threw up.
Everyone threw up.
All threw up.
But like at the end of the day, does
Gotta be
he
proud of that.
regret it? No, yeah. He's like, he thinks it's hilarious.
Oh
Still a
my
little
God.
boy at heart.
No regrets. Yeah. Absolutely no regrets. Just a giant fart NATO. What is there to regret?
Honestly, every time I think I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. I have a plan in my head.
Mhm.
That's fucking when it goes wrong. And then we're role playing puking out fart smell. So, there's that.
As you do. As you typically do.
As you do.
Dear Lord.
Sure, everybody outside just covered in puke.
Better hope Lucy's mom never finds out you did that.
Hey, listen, I'm non-magical, guys. Wasn't me. How could I have?
Sus. All right, we're going to raid over to, let's go make some new friends. How about that?
Sounds good.
We're going to go raid Legends of Avantris. Some new folks that we started recently following, and they did a whole bunch of cool stuff. So if you are out there, viewers, trippers alike, when you get over there, use the hashtag #CCLoveRaid, because that's the only kind of raids that we do around here. And make sure to throw them a follow. Make sure that if you like what you're seeing, that you show them a little love. As much love as you show us. Well, maybe not as much love, but, enough to show them, that I'm shutting up now.
Oh my
I'm going to go
gosh.
ahead and start the raid. CC Love Raid, Raina Ray in chat has that right. We'll go ahead and start that off shortly. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for the evening. Thank you for all the support, and thank you for just being friends with us, because we love all of your faces as much as possible. If you're not already, come join us in our Discord, because we always love to hang out with all the wonderful people out there. And that's all I got. Other than this, all the adventures out there. Whether you're searching for a lost companion, faded from his memory, or fighting against a whirlwind of the green, deadly Fartnado, I beg of you all, one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Guys, we will see you in the next one. Love you all. Take care.